happy Saturday morning to everybody. Hope you're doing well. If you're in Tennessee, you're in a big panic about Derrick Henry. I mean, what's going to go on with that, right? We are in trouble with that. It's not going to do it. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Hey, listen, if you're thinking about moving to Franklin, Brentwood, Williamson County, somewhere down here, what's a great way to find out about the place? And that's going to be maybe reading up in the newspaper and getting to know somebody and having conversations on the other end. That was something that I wish I would have done. You know, I was trying to learn about the community, and that's really what this is about. So imagine that we've got a cup of coffee. It's a Saturday morning, which it is. We're at the kitchen table and we're just reading the paper, and we are catching up. So that's what this is all about. My name is Andy Elliott. My channel name is Living in Williamson County, and the whole goal of this broadcast on a Saturday morning is to help you find your place. If you've been looking here and you're trying to figure out if this is a place you want to be, this might be able to help you. And if you're online with me, ask questions. I think that this will go on afterwards for a little while, meaning the chat. So let's get started. And this, like I said, it's going to be a short one. I kind of had some stuff done, and it's got to be a short day. So the first one is going to be General Motors. If you're not familiar with the General Motors here in Williamson County, it's down in Spring Hill. And if this is Williamson County here, and here's Spring Hill. In this area, the General Motors is a big part of the lifestyle down there. They brought in a lot of workers, that kind of stuff. And so when General Motors changes things, sometimes they will have to retool. You know, they'll go from one vehicle to another. I remember when they changed to a Chevy Traverse, I think it was, and they had to retool. It took them like a year. But that's what that's about. So if you hear news about Spring Hill and General Motors, that's what's going on. Plus, if you remember back in the day, at that Spring Hill plant was where they made Saturns. If you remember, Saturn automobile, come down to Spring Hill and visit the factory, and that's what it was. But that's where the General Motors thing is. So when you hear news about General Motors in Spring Hill, it's kind of a big deal if you live down there. The next thing I wanted to talk about was Nolansville. If you know where Nolansville is here, that's over in this area. It's over in this area. One of the things that they do is they have a Planapalooza, and it's kind of cool. They bring the neighbors, the businesses, everybody. It gives them all an opportunity to chime in on what they want the city to go for planning, for city planning. Nolansville is a great little town. It's kind of like living out in the country, but close to the city, kind of. And it's a great place to live. Takes a minute to get back to the highway and stuff, but Nolansville is a great place. But this is a great opportunity for people to give their 2 cents on what's going on, and it goes on for a while. So it's like what it says here is topical focus meetings at town hall where residents can share their hopes and concerns about related to streets, connectivity, sustainability, so forth and so on. It's a pretty cool thing that you can get that involved with the city, that they make that available to you. Here's a little thing that I thought was kind of interesting. It's just me. Is scissors and scotch. What could go wrong with that? It's right actually near my place of work, but apparently you can go get your hair cut and get liquored up. So makes for a fun Saturday, right? Here's something. And there's a couple of things I did not know here. Arrington Vineyard, I always thought was owned by Kix Brooks, and maybe somebody have to correct me if I'm wrong on that. But apparently that's not the case. Dolan Vineyard. So Errington Vineyard is I think that's what it is. Be all wrong. No. But anyway, they're saying it's for sale in one article, and the guy's turning around and saying that it's not. So that was interesting because it's kind of a big deal around here. People will go to that a lot. Here's another one. Goo Goo Clusters. Did you know of all the candies in Tennessee, this is one of the most famous, and it was made right here, I believe, in Nashville, Tennessee. So Goo Goo Clusters Broadway to reopen this week. This is a big deal. If you're a candy lover, man, you're gonna love it. Here is, now this is slow down for this in just a minute. Spring Hill is south of town. Remember, we were talking about that in General Motors and that kind of stuff. What they're going to do, or what they're proposing, is they're going to allow development of single-family homes to be constructed on land zoned for architectural or agricultural purposes. That's a big deal, and it's getting a lot of pushback. So we have to pay attention to that because there's going to be a lot more housing available if that comes. But it's going to come at a cost, I would expect, especially for the neighbors that are concerned about that. Looks like a lot of density. They're arguing about how many houses can go on a particular lot. But anyway, that's a big deal. If you're moving to the area, if you're moving to Spring Hill, you'd want to make sure you take a good look at that and see what's going on. So, hey, look, I know it was a super short day today, but I hope this helped. And if you've got questions, leave them in the chat, and check it out.